Bumblebee is dead. Now witness the rise of Goldbug. What's up everyone, James here, and we are back with Transformers Shattered Glass. This is my favorite issue in the series, so I'm excited. So quick reminder, at the end of the last video, Starscream was captured by Goldbug and Jetfire. But before we pick up where we left off, we're going to go over the origin of how Bumblebee became Goldbug. It begins with Goldbug narrating his origin. He says that he should have been a legendary Autobot after the war on Earth. He earned his place as Optimus Prime's second in command, but his dream of legendary status and his position came crashing down after Megatron defeated him in that final battle on Earth, because the Autobots don't reward failure. We saw in Megatron's video that he obliterated Bumblebee, saving Thundercracker in the process. After the battle on Earth, Bumblebee was revived with a new, stronger, and bolder frame, and a name of his choosing that wouldn't be said with a patronizing smirk: Goldbug. This was only possible due to Optimus and Prowl ordering Ratchet to bring protoforms to Earth in case something happened. What Goldbug learned after his revival is Optimus only agreed to revive him because they had the materials. In reality, based on what we know about Ratchet in this universe, we can surmise he's the one who really fought for Bumblebee to be revived. Despite agreeing to revive Bumblebee, Optimus still viewed it as a waste of resources, because all the Autobots had whispered to each other Bumblebee failed to kill a Seeker and didn't even leave a mark on Megatron. So from their point of view, he didn't deserve to be revived. So whatever respect Bumblebee had amongst the Autobots definitely was lost when he became Goldbug. Sometime later, the Autobots had returned to Cybertron, and at some point Goldbug had learned about Prowl planning to stage a coup. He tried to warn Optimus Prime about this, but Optimus didn't care to hear his warnings and didn't believe him. He does mention the war broke something in Prowl, but unfortunately what that is we never find out. Optimus, not heeding Goldbug's warnings, frustrates him to the point that he insults Prime by telling him that he basically has his own head up his butt. At that moment, Prime stares him down, and Goldbug tries to take it back, but Optimus crushes him with his response. He says, "I have conquered greater creatures than you or Prowl could ever imagine. I crushed Megatron and the Decepticons under my foot. Prowl can plot all he wants, and you can whine about it. Either way, I need not concern myself with the plans of lesser Cybertronians. Ultimately, I can destroy you with a word and leave you to the gutters." He hits Goldbug with this drill and says, "Because I'm the one with power, Bumblebee." Now after Optimus Prime leaves, coming out of the shadows is Prowl, reminding Goldbug that he told him Optimus wouldn't listen to him. That Optimus is right about one thing: it's all about power on Cybertron. Whether you use your form or brain, that's all that matters. He says, "Now are you finally going to listen to me on how we're going to take Cybertron?" Now what happened next, you could say Goldbug joined Prowl in his scheme, or he just decided to go out on his own. Either way, the day came when Goldbug battled Optimus Prime, and even though he tried his best, Goldbug failed to defeat him and ran away from the fight. However, ever since that day, Goldbug has been determined to eventually defeat Optimus in battle or by achieving what he never could, and determined to never be a joke ever again. He became one of the 3 Autobot warlords and built Gold City. From here we arrive at the present day, with Starscream being tortured by Goldbug and Jetfire. Starscream is refusing to give up what Jetfire is calling the Titan communication key that's tied to his spark. Now a major flaw of Goldbug is he's in such a rush to outdo and defeat Optimus in order to prove that he is the greatest of the Autobots, that he isn't willing to wait to get the key from Starscream. He wants to kill him, take the key, and dump the body. But Jetfire informs him that isn't possible, because damaging Starscream's spark may damage the Titan key. At that moment, they get an alert that an intruder has entered the facility, and Goldbug leaves to handle it himself. That intruder is revealed to be Skywarp, coming to save his fellow Seeker. However, that's not happening. Goldbug finds him and strikes, He beats Skywarp like he stole something, just beats him within an inch of his life, and adds insult to injury by taking his head. This displays just how ruthless Goldbug is, and it isn't over. As Jetfire continues to torture Starscream, he mentions to Slicer that he believes Starscream is really resisting because of his personal grudge towards him. And before anyone says Slicer isn't his name, yes it is. He doesn't go by Wheeljack in the Shattered Glass universe. Goldbug shows back up and tosses Skywarp's head towards Starscream, who is horrified at the sight. Goldbug orders Slicer to take a squad and kill any Decepticon sympathizers within Gold City, and to Jetfire to obtain the Titan Key. Still, Jetfire insists that he needs more time. Goldbug, though, doesn't care anymore. If Starscream isn't giving him a Titan, then he'll use his body to lure in and kill all the Decepticons. Out of nowhere, Starscream begins laughing and tells Goldbug he hasn't changed, that he learned nothing from all the years kneeling at Optimus's feet. Goldbug becomes furious and tries to kill Starscream, but Jetfire stops him, reminding him he'll lose the Titan forever. Luckily, Slicer interrupts the chaos and informs Goldbug that they've got more company. We then go to Tap Out and Freeway standing guard. They don't matter because a Cerebro shell drops on top of them and infects Freeway. He takes out Tap Out and then goes nuts. Who did this? Well, the Insecticons. Now the original Insecticon group is here. The leader Shrapnel, who goes by Scrapnel in the Shattered Glass universe, Bombshell, and Kickback. Also here are the lesser known Insecticons, Ransack, Chop Chop, Barrage, and Venom. They start running through the facility, taking out guards as they make their way to rescue Starscream. Their success, though, is short-lived. Goldbug ambushes them, killing Bombshell. He then takes on all the Insecticons by himself, taking them out one by one until none are left standing. After he's done, he radios Jetfire asking for an update on the key, who responds asking if he's lost his mind because he hasn't been gone long. The status hasn't changed. At that moment, Goldbug reaches his boiling point. He has had enough. He says in his inner monologue, "I've dealt with the Seeker and the Insecticons. There is only one Autobot here who hasn't done what he's supposed to. Only one, too weak, begging for me to let him be soft. I guess Goldbug is going to have to finish his work too." Goldbug returns to the interrogation room with his blaster aimed at Starscream, ready to end him. That's the end of the video. The next video will be the end of our coverage of Transformers Shattered Glass, where we will focus on Jetfire. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Hit that like button, comment down below your thoughts, subscribe, and other than that, have an awesome day, and always remember, every day to transform and go beyond.